Acts 4 and 13.
Acts chapter 4 verse 30. Now when they saw the boldness of Peter and John and perceived that they were unlearned and ignorant men.
See, there was unlearned and ignorant men. Because we didn't went to their college. You know, so they consider us as unlearned. We're not qualified for their jobs. You know? But the most I make it so beautiful that, hey, you don't have to go to college to get a degree. You understand? Because Yashawamba put up a video with a teacher with suffering and she have 2 masters. See? You understand? And she crying out for? She crying out because a lot of people getting tax return. These rich people getting all kinds of fancy figures of tax return. And she can't get nothing. You understand? They say something like $40-something thousand. She's saying that there's not even half what she saw. You understand? So our people suffering everywhere. So these people that easy people you ain't fuck that shit. You understand? Learn a trade. How should I learn a trade? You understand?
Carpenter.
He was a carpenter. You understand? And a carpenter back then used to make a lot of money. And he leave all of that because that is what he didn't came for that. That wasn't his appointment. That wasn't his job. You know? Go ahead.
Now when they saw the boldness of Peter and John and perceived that they were unlearned and ignorant men, they marveled and they took knowledge of them that they had been with Yahweh Shai.
And this is what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be with Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai. Why? We're supposed to be with him because he have all knowledge. Right? He have the truth. You understand? Chiefly, we're going to preach in his name. Right? We're going to be rich in him. We are rich in him. You understand? Jump up there, Isaiah.
Matthew chapter 25. Yeah, Isaiah 24 verse 60. From the uttermost part of the earth have we heard song, even glory to the righteous. But I said, my leanness, woe unto me. The treacherous dealer hath dealt treacherously. Yeah, the treacherous dealer hath dealt very treacherously.
And that go back to you, Esau. Right? You deal treacherously with the children of the Most High. You understand? The poor, they neglected. You understand? They forsaken one of the earth. You understand? The one that people do not consider. Right? You oppress us in our lowest estate. You understand? You didn't show no mercy upon your brother. So the most I say, hey, you're going to deal with your dread. You understand?
Yeah, this is Psalms 10 verse 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and pride. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Because he's going around tricking all these nations. Alright? And when you go to Revelation chapter 17, it says, and the people that are Revelation chapter 17. Verse 15. And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the oar sitteth are people and multitudes and nations and tongues. Meaning that America get rulership over the nations that America get rulership over, that she push or democracy over. Alright? These nations, she said, let's say the scripture say, these shall, where the oar sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hear the oar. And these 10 horns are talking about call it again? NATO and the EU. the United Nations, you know, the North Atlanta Treaty Organization. All these nations, this is the beast. You know, like the apostle went into the financial, the marine, all right, that make up the beast. You know, these shall hear the oar and shall make her desolate and naked. You see, all these nations that is with America in the EU, all right, they would hate America and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Why? Because because of this, Isaiah chapter 33 verse 1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they dwell not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. Meaning deceitfully. You know? I got next precept for you to break this one down. Obadiah.
Start at 9.
Yeah. Obadiah.
Start at 9.
No, I only want 7.
7?
Yeah, Obadiah, verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy. The word confederacy means alliance. Alright? Meaning you and somebody team up. Alright? Abhor thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevail against thee. They eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding thee. Shall I not in that day, said Yahweh, even destroy the wise man out of Edom, and understanding out of the month of Esau, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the month of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Now, the Most High said he's going to slaughter every one of them. Right? So the wrath of the Most High is going to come down upon Babylon real dread. Right? But continue. Do we understand why it's going to happen? Why the Most High is going to come down upon them? Go ahead. You read?
Obadiah chapter 1 verse 9. And thy mighty men, O Timon, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the month of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Right? So everyone is going to be cut off. Right? Every one of Esau is going to cut off. This man would not left no nephew or son. Every single one is going to be cut off.
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
This is why he's going to be cut off. Right? Go ahead.
Shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
You know?
In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive.
Yeah, because he was in a power seat that he could have helped his brother. But what he did, he had more pressure to his brother. Understand? Understand? Go ahead.
They say, in the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive, his forces and foreigners entered into his gate and cast lots upon Jerusalem.
Right, what did they do? They were soiling us. You understand? This is what he was doing. They were slaughtering us. Right? Right? They were slaughtering us, and Esau had it in his power that he could have helped us, but he had more pressure to us. You understand?
It say, but thy violence against thy brother Jacob. Right? And the foreigners entered into his gates and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even though was as one of them.
Man, even though he was one of them. Read more.
He said, but thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, and the day that he became a stranger.
Yeah, you shouldn't do these things to your brother. You understand? The scripture says, love worketh no ill to thy neighbor, right? To your brother. So they apply more pressure. Hey, actually, to be honest, according to the scripture and even with history, and now we could tell you that Esau applied more pressure to us than these other nations. You understand? It's not nothing easy you have done to us. Right? And still do it.
But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, and the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah, and the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have.
The scripture said, don't the scripture in your proper form. You understand? You don't oppress a man when he's in a lower state. Sirach chapter 4:1. Right? You don't oppress a man in his lower state.
Sirach chapter 4 verse 1. My son, defraud not the poor of his living, and make not the needy eyes to wait long.
Yeah, and this is what Esau done. He defrauded us every single day. You understand? Because hey, but when you work, you become a system that you get paid month and on weekend. When really truly you're supposed to get paid every fucking day before the sun go down. You understand? So these things oppress you. You understand? And then when you work a whole month, these motherfuckers telling you that you can't get paid. You understand? Do not rich people oppress you. Go ahead.
Make not an angry soul sorrowful, neither provoke a man in his distress.
Don't provoke, and this is what Esau was doing. Back to Obadiah. This system has to go over. This system and these people have to go. You know, because we're sick of this place. We're sick. You know, if we continue writing the same person forward, say you know, but because they oppress us, you know, the most when we pray, it's going to pierce the cloud. And the most is going to bring it down.
He said, add not more trouble to an eye that is vexed.
Yeah, go ahead.
And defer not to give to him that is in need.
Go ahead.
Reject not the supplication of the afflicted, neither turn away thy face from a poor man. Right, let me jump to it.
Yeah, jump straight.
Verse 5. Turn not away thine eyes from the needy, and give him none occasion to curse thee. For if he curse thee in the bitterness of his soul, his prayer shall be heard of him that made it.
And what we doing now? You curse us, Esau. Right? These are the nation curses. You understand? They're oppressing us. So what we doing? We cry out to Yahweh to come and save us. You understand? And the scripture say the Most High hearing us. Because our prayers go straight through the cloud, you know, straight through those targets, straight to the Most High. You understand? It's not the 7 angels that take our prayers before Yahweh. You understand? So our prayers continually going up. You know, that's why we have to keep praying, fasting, and just cry out to the Most High, bro. You know, just cry out. You understand?
Right? See.
We back to the rest of the time.
Obadiah, thou shouldest not have entered into the gates of my people in the day of their calamity. Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity. Nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress.
Next verse. That's the point I want.
For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen.
All the heathen. The day of the Most High is upon the heathen. Now what is that day? The day of fire. You understand? His missile just waiting. You understand? But hey, we just praying, you know, and open to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai that this RFID chip be pushed mandatory in this so-called 2018 year. You understand? We hope that martial law start, World War III starts. So we right now we know that the deliverance is like tomorrow. You understand? So we just had to keep this faith and hold strong. You know, because even the brothers are gonna come against brothers in this truth. You understand? The scripture said it. You understand? But we on Esau, we don't go in there right now. I'm a Esau.
There's a couple of videos on it, right?
Yeah.
Isaiah 47:6. Say, I was brought to my people, I have polluted my inheritance, and given it into thy hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. And for the nation hast thou verily heavy to lay thy yoke. Right? Talking about Esau. Right? The congregation now laid the yoke very heavy. Talking about our grandfather, grandmother, they had them working hard in the cattle field.
Yeah.
Right? They show us no mercy at them babies. No working in the field.
This man, and that was actually the question Deuteronomy say that the swift nation as an eagle, that's Esau's shot.
And thou said, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart.
Hey, when you look up the word lady, lady go back to somebody that is gentle. You understand? And this woman is gentle. What's that?
Nah, that was recognized him.
Nah, hey. Right? So a lady is somebody here. They say they want to be a lady in the street and a freak in the street.
Yeah, one
in the
lady
street.
in the lady in the street and a freak in the street.
Right, but this woman is a freak right through.
Yeah.
You understand? Because she's a whole right through. You understand? The scripture say that she commit fornication with all nations. You're not supposed to commit fornication with all nations. You're supposed to be up to one man. One man and woman supposed to do. You understand? And one man only. Right?
If you
get more than one man,
she's
committed
considered a whore.
A whore. No, baby, this is not religion. This is the truth. We are the Hebrew Israelite. And you are the Hebrew Israelite. And you're supposed to be Hebrew Israelite too. You're like, huh? You're not Hebrew Israelite? Who are you? What's your nationality? Yes. What is your nationality? You're Trinidadian?
Oh God, you're not a church or what is it? I'm just asking.
No, we don't have a church. This is the church right now. You're gathered right here. We are the
So
church.
yours is the normal Holy Bible.
The normal Holy Bible. This is what we use in the King James. No, I think I'll catch you. I think I'll catch you.
No, I don't want to get you.
No, you don't count. You don't count.
You don't
No,
count.
no, no, it's fine.
Yeah, good night.
You have a name or anything like that, right?
A name?
Yes.
Hebrew Israelite.
That is our nationality.
This is our nationality.
Bible teach nationality. The Bible don't teach religion.
Yeah, I understand.
Bible
We're
teach.
trying to say, y'all are the daughter of Zion.
No, we understand. No, that's a Hebrew Israelite.
We are the true Jews then. We are the true Jews. According to the Bible.
They believe in Jesus. So that's why I asked.
No, we don't believe in Jesus.
His
true name
is Yeshua.
is Yahweh. Bashem Yahweh Shai. With the father name is Yahweh and the son name is Yahweh Shai. The one that they ignorantly call Jesus, his name is Yahweh Shai.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If you have this knowledge, I'm just asking, do you think it's okay to still utilize the Bible as kind of whitewash?
Say what?
You guys think it's okay or a good thing to utilize the Bible as whitewash?
Yeah, but it was whitewashed. But you're talking about this man. That's what they whitewashed. But the word never, this word remained the same. Right?
Yeah, never
What
changed.
happened? They altered the name, baby. That's what they altered the name.
Was
Name.
Jesus white?
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't white.
Exactly, that is what I know. What is the name? What is it? Somebody told me first was Yakashua. Then they say Yakashua.
Alright, give me the scripture we don't understand. Somebody give me Isaiah 31. Give me Isaiah Proverbs 34. You will see. Proverbs 34.
Proverbs chapter 30 verse 4.
Isaiah.
Read it and read it.
Right. No, we. Go ahead.
This, I want to know what this.
That's not better.
That's not it.
Yeah, bro.
So this is Proverbs chapter 30 verse 4. Who hath ascended up into heaven or descended? Who hath gathered the wind in his fist? Who hath bound the waters in a garment? Who
is
hath
that?
established all the heavens of the earth?
That's not.
And who is that?
What is his name?
What is his name?
And what is his son's name?
And what is his son's name? If you could tell, it's asking what's the father's name and what's his son's name.
Proverbs.
Write it down, read it and read it.
This is the one we have
Right?
follow
So listen, y'all listening? I want y'all listening.
Yeah,
If y'all talk, you can hear. Right? You back the scripture one more time for me.
Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 4. Who hath ascended up into heaven or descended?
Who's the ascended up into heaven and descended? Yahweh Shai, right? Go ahead. Now I'm trying to break the name down to you, right? Go ahead.
Who hath gathered the wind in his fist? Who hath bound the waters in a garment?
Read on.
Who hath established all the ends of the earth? What is his name? What is his son's name? If thou canst tell.
What is the name? So let me hear what the father said, right? You know what I want? Exodus 20.
Exodus 20 verse 23.
Oh yeah, I think I had that.
23 and 20. Yeah. Right, so you could put it down now.
Yeah, I read it next, so that's right.
Right? Get it?
Exodus 23 verse 21. It said, be with
20.
20. Behold, I send an angel before thee to keep thee in the way and to bring thee into the place which I have prepared. Beware of him and obey his voice. Provoke him not, for he will not pardon your transgression. For my name is in him.
Right. See, my name is in him. So, you know who was the person, the spirit? You know who was the person it was talking about? It was talking about the same Yahweh Shai. Right? The one we ignorantly call Jesus. Good. Let me see where he come from now, right? Bring it up.
This is John chapter 5, right? And start from verse 43. He said, I am come in my Father's name, and he received me not. If another shall come in his own name, him he will receive. Right, so you read in Exodus, maybe Exodus what?
23 verse
23,
20.
right? So the Father, which name is Yahweh, right? Yahweh means he exists. This is the name of God. God is his name, right? And the Son, he says his Son come in his name. When you get the Son, right? When I'm get the Son, the Son is carrying the Father's name. So who do you want to make at Jesus? See coming in the Father's name. So his name is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai means save. But this word Jesus is basically a Greek word. This means Savior. It's not a name. Right? The word just means Savior in Greek. Christ just means anointed. This is not name. Right? So when you are in Jesus Christ, you ain't calling him nothing.
Can't talk.
He is a Hebrew man. You have a Hebrew name. This is what I'm going to bring up.
Right. Give me. Now listen to this. Listen to this. For somebody give me John 19 and 19.
I'm going to do John 19.
Give me John 19 and 19 first. And then somebody hit me up. Acts 26. You are 26, right?
This is John 19 verse 19.
Somebody give me Hebrew chapter 7 and 14.
John chapter 19 verse 19. He said, and Pilate wrote a title and put it on the cross. And the writing was, they got Jesus there, Jesus of Nazareth, the King of the Jews.
Now hear that lie right there, right? It was written in.
They say,
Continue.
this title then read, many
Didn't read
of,
that part yet.
like this title, then read many of the Jews. For the place where Jesus was crucified was nigh to the city.
Go ahead.
And it was written.
And it was written.
And it was written in Hebrew.
In what?
In Hebrew.
Read on.
And Greek. And
So
Latin.
then how could it be Jesus? That's a lie, right?
Yeah, but digest.
Right. That's just a lie.
That's true.
Right? Good. So it was written in Hebrew.
So Jesus,
Latin and Greek.
Jesus is not Yahashua.
No, they just push his name on your sis.
This man is Jesus.
Right? They just push his name. They just push his name and push his image.
This man is Jesus. That's not the Savior.
This man walked with us, right? This man was quite the surface Christus, right? This man was a Roman general, Ptolemy, that conquered Egypt, and his son Titus. This go back quite there, so they put himself up as God. So when you call him Jesus Christ, you call him worshiping his so-called man. This is the devil. Why we say the devil? Because the word devil is deceived. He deceived the world by this image. God, this Bible, our Savior is a so-called black man. But we hear. So we out there telling you the truth. Right? And the angel break down the name Yahushua in Matthew 1:21. The angel break it down. Right? He will break it down for that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Matthew 1:21. The angel breaking it down to Mary. Right?
Matthew chapter 1.
It said written in Hebrew, right? So Yahushua when translated into English is not Jesus. We can break it down.
Watch it right.
Listen, right? Like every words in the Hebrew, everything of meaning. You don't just use a word, just say. That's what I'm saying. Right? So like for example, even the tribe, when they say Banyamyan, which is Benjamin, right? Right? That means son of the right. Every name of a meaning, everything of meaning. Is that Jesus not a meaning? You understand? You understand what I'm saying? When you check it.
Right, that you don't know, they're established. Alright, good. Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 1 verse 1. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus. For he shall save his people
So the
from
angel break it down there. So the angel say he shall save his people. Yahushua, right? Yahushua, his savior. So the angel breaking him down. This way Yahushua mean. He shall save, he shall deliver.
Right?
So the name break down right here.
So then you see, understand the name was pushed on us, right?
I get axia.
Just a whole lot.
But I know that some people know.
Watch it.
They don't believe in Jesus like that name.
Right. Listen to this.
Yeah, y'all above that. Y'all is royalty.
You take it too much of it.
Y'all is above that.
No, wait. I have a question.
So alright, good. You're acknowledge.
Because I saw, I
Yeah, they got the church that we go on, they don't believe in Jesus.
That's a one question at a time.
I tried to educate myself and I saw they didn't color or something that I was looking at. And in my place, and they were saying that truthfully West Indians, they belong to the tribe of Benjamin. I remember I asked people in the and they asked her what was this first question they asked?
What is the nationality?
Yeah, so then what is our nationality? You all don't sound Trinidadian, first thing is I don't know.
Alright, don't worry now. But here we go, you know.
But I am the tribe. I believe that I am the tribe of Judah.
You believe you're from Judah?
Hey,
Alright, listen to this, right?
one, get bored.
Listen to this. That's the man just now. Listen to this, right? These 12 tribes here, scattered throughout the whole world.
Yeah, but
In captivity, right?
8 months.
Now, if you say you believe that you from the tribe of Judah, it's all good. Because the spirit bear witness. You understand? So, yeah, go ahead.
I believe that.
Romans chapter 8 verse 60.
I
The
believe that.
Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High.
Got it.
Spirit is these scriptures bear witness with your spirit. And you say you Judah, right? So we are a royalty. We are above all nation. Why we in this position? Because we break a cup, we bring in contract with the Heavenly Father. We tell him we can keep his laws. These laws is to govern his temple, the body is a temple.
Yeah.
So we giving these laws to govern with him how to walk in the sight of him. We supposed to walk above these other nations. Right? But we living like these other nations. These other nations is beasts. They don't live by law, they live lawless. Right? So the most I give you laws, which is 630 laws, how to govern myself, how to walk upright. To the people with wisdom. And I walk like heathens. Look at
And we're trying Joseph here.
Look at people them destroyed.
Huh?
Look at we women. I got commend you women, you address modesty.
The only thing you're supposed to come here, just like our mom is. You know, mom's just correct right now.
No, but mom's
Yeah, I understand what.
no, but still, when we still got commend you, at least you address modest. It doesn't matter if you comment you address modest. You know? These women they don't dress modest.
So your nationality is a Hebrew Israelite. Word nationality, right? The word nationality means the lineage or the race. Not Trinidadian one. Trinidadian means mountain, Trinity. The mountains did not sex to bring forth, right? Oxymoron, right?
So, what I want to do was, honestly, I'm kind of confused. I understand what you believe, but you see, I'm coming from the Bible, and I admire very humble opinion, because I'm still doing a little research and I'm learning, right? I think that the Bible is really quite much on the reality. I think that the Bible has things taken away from it, and you guys are regurgitating, not regurgitating, you guys are utilizing the Bible a lot. So I'm kind of confused because you know, yes, people probably like African cultural stuff and then they're using the white man book, the white man book.
Alright, good. Listen to this. This is not the white man book. This book condemn the white man. Give me Jeremiah 16 and 19. Somebody give me Jeremiah 17 and 4.
Jeremiah.
Before you give me that 17 and 4.
I'm sorry, we had a book of
No, just listen to this and then listen to this.
I want that number.
Yeah, just listen to this and then
I want to contact someone of you. You have a page, Facebook, something?
Listen. Yeah, you have a husband?
No.
Well, if you don't have a husband, you could contact someone of us and we could teach you. We can't teach you if you have a husband. According to this. I'm not telling you. I just want to know about what they're doing.
It's order. No, it's order.
So slaves are very obedient to the slave master?
No, it's order, right?
Ain't them like the one who was
No,
right?
listen, if you have a man,
No, but that Bible
No,
says
he's
slaves
talking about
must
you.
be obedient to the
if you have
slave
a man,
master.
right?
Myself
Listen,
not.
if you have a man, right?
Yes.
The man run, the man control his household. The man is the head of your household, right? He run the household how to fit to him. So if I come now and teach you something different now, I teach you to be rebellious against your man. So if you have a man, we can't teach you. You gotta go bring your man and we teach him.
Get some for ya.
That is order.
Get some for ya.
Bring
your song. 1 Corinthians chapter 14 verse 34. It said, let your